Mm. Hello guys. So in this video we'll see what is this AWS Lambda Edge. Okay. So AWS Lambda Edge is a service that lets you run code closer to your users by deploying it at AWS Cloud Front Edge locations. So in my previous video I've explained about the Cloud Front. So in simple terms, Cloud Front means a user request to content from the server. Okay. So instead of the request goes directly to the origin server, in between the request, there is a interface called CloudFront. So this job is this CloudFront job is to deliver the cache of the request, which the cache which is cached from the origin server. Okay, that is a simple to tell in simple CloudFront edge. Here, what we do is we will run our code, instead of in the AWS Lambda Edge, instead of we run the code in the server, origin server, what we do, in between, we have a one interface. So in that interface, we, uh, that is called AWS CloudFront Edge location. So in this, we will run the code instead of going to the server and we deliver the response. So by doing this, what happens? This improves performance and reduces latency. Okay, latency means how fast the response you will get. That is nothing but low latency. Okay, reduces the latency by processing requests near the user without needing to send them back to the original server, as I said. Okay, so let's see some feature of Lambda. It's a low latency, customizable content delivery, and event driven. Okay, low latency I told you. So it is customizable content delivery means so with the Lambda H you can manipulate or transform your content as it's delivered. For example, you can modify HTTP address, generate custom response or resize image based on the user device type, all without affecting the original server. So we process the data in the cloud front, right? By doing this, what we can do, we can customize the content delivery, which means you can modify the HTTP headers, generate custom responses, or resize image based on the user device type, all without like uh, without affecting the original origin server content. Okay. So next is event driven. So Lambda is triggered by CloudFront event, such as when a user makes a request for content, you can choose from your trigger points. Okay, what are the trigger points? Viewer request. It is new by viewer request. When a user first request content, okay, and the origin request. When a cloud friend forward the request to the origin. See, in simple to tell, in viewer request means you're a user, you request a content. That is viewer request. Origin request means okay, the request code CloudFront. CloudFront will CloudFront forwards that request to the origin. Origin means origin server, okay. And origin response. So when the origin server responds back to the CloudFront content. and viewer response just before CloudFront deliver content back to the user. That is nothing but viewer response. Okay, it's very straightforward, guys. And next point is scalability and availability. So Lambda Edge automatically scales with traffic. This means you don't have to worry about managing servers or handling scaling as user demand increases. And AWS takes care of scaling your function across global edge locations. Building security. So Lambda Edge integrates with AWS security features such as AWS identity and access management or access control. It runs in isolated environment. This which means this Lambda Edge, right, it produces some built-in security, guys. Like it integrates with AWS security features such as AWS identity and access management, IAM, basically for access control. Okay, and runs in isolated environment. Okay, isolated environment, ensuring your data is secure and contained with best practices. And next is cost effective. This is so you pay only for the compute time you use. Okay, so Lambda Edge is charged based on the of request and duration of your function execution. So making it a cost effective way to add functionality at the edge. So let's see example use case. Personalization. Customize web pages based on user attributes like language or location. A/B testing. Serve different version of content to a user based on specific criteria such as traffic type or geographic region, SEO, and security. So modify HTTP headers to implement security headers or improve search engine optimization. So basically, since we will run the code in the cloud front, right, we can do this modification. Dynamic image processing, resize or format images on fly based on device type or user location. So these are the example use cases. Okay. So how it works? First, you write upload code as Lambda function in AWS Lambda, then associate the function with CloudFront distribution triggers. Okay. That's what you do. You write upload code as Lambda function in AWS Lambda, then associate these function with CloudFront distribution triggers. Okay. When the user interact with the CloudFront distribution, the trigger fires and the Lambda edge runs your code at the nearest CloudFront location. What happens? Basically, what happens? You write the code, you upload the code as a Lambda function in AWS Lambda. Then you have to associate this function with CloudFront distribution triggers. So then later what happens when a user request interact with your CloudFront distribution, the trigger fires. Okay, and the Lambda edge run your code the nearest CloudFront location. So then you will get the response faster. So in summary, AWS Lambda Edge allows you to run code closer to your user, enhancing the speed and efficiency of content delivery through CloudFront. It's especially useful for customizing and optimizing content dynamically, enabling responsive, secure, and scalable application for a global audience. Okay. Bye.